Who gon' step by me?
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and we'll see the Colts superstar tight end. It was a nice line for him a week ago, reaching the century mark and scoring a touchdown. It's the Colts and the Jags, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
And when you watch him play, everything just looks like it comes so naturally to him. When he's dialed in and finds that zone, passes are crisp, he sees the field really well, and he takes charge as the leader of this offense.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The numbers for him from a week ago: 22 carries, 84 yards, and a touchdown.
In a perfect world, they'd run the ball the same way they did last week, but against the #1 rush defense in the league, they're going to have to find a different way to move the ball. Maybe they start throwing it early and come back to the run.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10.
But, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another down.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
On second down now, it's Simmons, and room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. 9 yards on the gain there, so from 2nd and 19, now we've got a 3rd and 10. Well, this defense for the Colts, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a halt. A gain of 4, not enough, and it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
On first down, here's Stroud. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Well, Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
They'll run on first down. Ramsey. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. On third down, Copeland.
And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack him because
touchdown Colts! A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Colts get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game.
And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech. But I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. On first down, Simmons. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Tua going to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
You still hold your breath a little as a defense when Tua gets out of the pocket. You're worried about him scrambling and getting a first down. But there, he made the wise call. If there's nothing downfield, just throw it away.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And that's incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And
there he goes left side. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. With touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards. Looking to pass. Tua. And he is caught. He's going to have the first down and more than that. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. 75 yards. And the Jaguars are back within a score. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So here are the Colts to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now, beginning this drive 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Well, these two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visiting Colts who won that first matchup. So they'll look for the season sweep here back home in Indy. Now Stroud. Pass complete to Tolbert on the crossing route. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Copeland, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The Colts at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well done trying to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Play action. Stroud now.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain of 39 that time.
As a general manager, you're counting on your first and second round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. They'll run on first down. Ramsey, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
From the 3, second and a yard.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there.
With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Tua sets up to pass it. He finds his man, complete. That's Simmons. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Now Tua. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
Tua going to try and go quickly here.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. That's fielded at the 8-yard line.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt.
And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
The Colts about to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see. Stroud.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Maybe a little over-anxious. just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And just shutting him off there. And he's giving his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
So we hit the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And the Colts going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time. Forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Meanwhile, Stroud's throw pulled in by Tolbert.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
Stroud looking to change the play.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
Stroud is hit, and the ball is loose.
When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Stroud to throw it. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Here's Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
Returnable here from the 38. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Stroud.
Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Colts are able to stretch out their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
3rd quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10.
Up the middle they go. It's Simmons, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
1st and 10, it's Stroud.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ramsey. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, it's Ramsey, and he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
Stroud completes this out wide.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd down now, Copeland. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Quick throw by Stroud, complete out wide.
Touchdown! From 13 yards out.
And the Colts add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Simmons. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun, it's Tua.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown, Jaguars.
A great play there. 60 yards.
And the Jaguars get a bit closer. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down to 18. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Stroud now on 1st and 10.
Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
On 1st down, Copeland. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Now 2nd and 9.
Up the middle they go. Ramsey. And he'll take this one down near the 15.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice touchdown, Colts. A 15-yard touchdown, Brown.
And the Colts are closing in now on a 7th straight win to start the year.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And now out come the Jags. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on third down. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. They'll try and run for it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
If he writes a book in the offseason, he ought to title it Undaunted, because where he is on the field, back on his own side, and goes for it and gets it, I got to give it to him on that one.
Yeah, only thing you can justify it with is it was only a few inches that they needed. If it's 4th and 2, probably doesn't do it. Hey, he got it. Give him credit.
Yeah, but if they don't pick it up,
then you're in trouble.
Yeah, they're giving points to the other team at that stage.
2 now on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Back to throw here.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. They'll look to throw again. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it.
That's complete to Jalen Hyatt. And he is going to have a Jags first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long.
First down, Jaguars.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. This is caught. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Looking to pass. Tua. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Colts are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here, because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given. And it doesn't always work out that way, as we saw there.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. That one looks like he'll throw here. His throw incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Stroud wants to change it up with an audible.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Stroud on 3rd down now.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Oh, they're changing this at the line. 4th down. Here's Stroud.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
One last shot at the end zone.
And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time is run out now on this game.
So this